Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Tigers will get this season underway as toe meets leather. Fielded in the end zone, it's Jeffrey. He's brought down to the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Groupers offense will start this game off with the football. And Jesse, if there is an old war horse, a real war daddy in the training facility, here he is, back to run the show again.
That's a great point, and there is no substitute for experience. There is a lot of expectation for this football team and for this offense because of that guy. And because of all the big stages and all the big moments he's already played through in his career. A lot of people are really excited, David, because he has seen a lot of ball.
All the ball, all the defenses, has rid the emotion of being really high and really low. And so those experiences, those scars, they matter. They trust in him, and everybody on this offense is looking to him.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Picks up just a few before he's brought down. Not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long. Kick is in the air. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. So LSU's offense will take the field for the first time. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right?
Oh, he's got some space. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a crease. It's Ezukama. All right, guys, let's talk LSU. They lose in the semis last year. Any potential for a hangover this season?
I don't think so, and I think they obviously didn't finish last season the way they wanted to, but having the success they had, David, that opened the eyes to a lot of portal players around the country. They wanted to come here knowing they could build on that and take the next step.
And sometimes it takes those steps, Jesse. Like, you've got to crawl before you walk. And this team, they've tasted it. They know what it feels like. They know what it's like to be in the playoffs, and they want more. And they get to take some anger out.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, LSU! They're on the board first here in the season opener. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. He'll do it himself. Makes his man miss. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that second and goal.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge 3rd down coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The Groupers will punt it away on 4th down. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt.
was one of the biggest plays of that young man's football life. A true freshman taking the punt to the house. If I'm the head coach and I watch that, I'm now trying to find ways to get this guy on the field offensively because he's got some special ability.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. Turning it on. Inside the 50. The 30. 10. Touchdown, Groupers. He got a step and just dusted the field. When that receiver got 3, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And he's going to bring this one out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
Right back to the well. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
That's a really nice run. One thing I love about him is he's got versatility. Reminds me of a guy I used to play against back in the day, Kevin Falk. He could catch the ball, he could run the ball, he could block, he returned kicks. He did everything for the LSU Tigers, and this guy, he's got that ability too. So many different tools in his toolbox.
At the 45 on his way. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Guys, he's already got 44 yards on the ground, and they wanted to have an identity as a running team, and he's giving them that in the season opener. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Just when they're looking run, now up top. He's got it. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. And the Tigers had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. And they just tried to slam it in from the doorstep, but they went nowhere, and it'll be marked down at the 1.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Timeout, LSU. They'll try it again from the one on 2nd and goal. This quarterback part of their running game. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers!
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game one, and creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. They'll start this drive going to the air. Caught over the middle. It's Parrish. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Groupers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Off the play fake. Rushes on him. Pressure's there and he lets it go. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
And I like the job by this defense. Seeing the play action, reading it, reacting to run, and then you got to convert to a pass rush. They do a really good job of it. Get to the quarterback and hit him as he's throwing the football.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. The Groupers will line up to punt it away. Secures it at the 30. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Hauls it in. The spin, still on his feet. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44. Death Valley has a well-earned rep of being intimidating. It is nice to be the quarterback, to have everything on your side.
And have everything quiet. It's the loudest place by far that I ever played. I mean, for an entire game, they are on their feet, yelling, screaming. Now listen, we can't play all the words they're yelling, Reese, but they are an intimidating crowd.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Trying to run, it's Ezukama. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Unleashes one deep. And it's incomplete. He was looking to the end zone and trying to get 6.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football, and you really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
Moves around to clear up the vision. Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big, and they take over. So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. On the option. And maybe a wise move not to even try the pitch as he's knocked down in the backfield. He tried to make something out of nothing, but there was really nothing he could do on that play.
And I hope offensively that's not going to make them quit on this option play. That's a scheme that really puts the defense in a bind. If I were them, I wouldn't let that play stop them from trying to run it later in this game.
Under fire. He'll off one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the groupers decide to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. He gets a block. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Boy, that last drive, they had a chance to put 3 on the board and passed. This one needs to be productive, David.
I got no problem with aggressiveness. It was a pretty decent drive. This offense isn't fully clicking yet. They need to get in a little better rhythm, and they need to capitalize on those scoring opportunities.
And they've got the weapons to do that too, David. They've got guys that can make plays in space. They need to focus on them and get them the ball this drive.
Looking to fire. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. 4th down and inches, and you go read any book you want to, any analytical measure, and it will tell you, go for it. Looking deep. He's got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, LSU.
On these critical 4th downs, as a quarterback, you've got to find your best matchup, and they didn't just get the first down. He had his guy one-on-one. He took a shot, and it pays off for a huge score.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they built this sizable lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give to the back. Punch for the tackle. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. The groupers want to move quickly. Back to pass. Pressure coming. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Fires one high and deep. And they dialed up the shot play, but they couldn't hook up. And the groupers send out the punt unit. Catches it at the 30. Slips through the line. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They go to the ground. Running to Green. Makes a pass to Marker. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
They have a first down at the 41-yard line. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking for space. It says comma. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. He now has 53 yards on the ground, a very productive first half here in the season opener. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his target down the middle. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw on first down. A shot toward the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Tiger!
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he tacks on the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And we'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. The clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Groupers will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. Starting this third quarter on the ground. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Right back to the well. Across the 45. Lots of room to run. He's at the touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Ohio State is running away with things, and I'm not sure even Bucky saw this coming today from this offense. They're up 14 over Nevada. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive...
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back into 16.
And it's been a long game. I mean, there's not much to point out that this offense has done well. They're behind huge, and they got no shot if they can't somehow find a way to protect their quarterback.
The kick is on its way. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse. He lets it fly. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Man, that is one this QB is going to wish he had back. That receiver was so wide open. There was nobody even near him, and the quarterback somehow overthrew him.
Here's a heat. blasted as he lets it go. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the capture. The metrics tell you so often, go ahead, go for it on fourth down, and it pays off there.
And that just shows you the head coach's confidence in his quarterback to go out on a critical fourth down and execute.
Wants to keep it in the air. They'll run the screen. There he goes. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter, but when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out, and that's exactly what they're doing now.
Tight end finds a soft spot, and they pick up just a few on that completion.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, LSU!
And add it on again. This offense has done whatever they want, however they want, and this lead has ballooned. When you start a season off, you want to build momentum. You want to defeat an opponent and beat them badly. That's exactly what they've done. This team looks ready to compete for a national championship.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. The option look. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up one.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time. They were able to make a quick stop.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback. Somebody has to have the pitch. And most importantly, when you get there, you got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. And the groupers come to the line with a new set of downs.
First down for the offense.
Wants to go up top on first down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
You can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, obviously a really nice play by the defense there stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out on the perimeter. It looked like he had some open field in front of him to go make something positive happen. This quarterback's got to make better decisions. It's not just the passing game. It's in the run game with the option, too.
The groupers will call on their punt team. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. First play of the drive comes from the 22. On the run, it's Dezukama. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Guys, LSU has the lead here. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the third quarter stats. So the final period starts with a second down play. Wants to go up top. That pass is incomplete.
Well, there was something the quarterback liked in the pre-snap there, thinking his primary target was going to have a favorable matchup, but the defense did a nice job disguising that look. They got more bodies over to him and forced the incompletion.
This one's complete. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one after their own 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. Finding an escape route. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats, but when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Wants to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Ezukama. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger. They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
Game one, you want to come out, put drives like that together, score a bunch of points, and especially at home. Give your home crowd something to get excited about. They have today. They've been jacked up, and they're going to go 1-0.
And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On the move to his left. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play.
Well, how about if you're the defense right now? You've been on the field, you've given up a lot of yards on this drive, but if they go for this here on 4th down and you come up with one more stop, that is a huge play, and that's got to give you some confidence.
On 4th down, going to the air. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Tigers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Quickly complete. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Well, I think the quarterback was trying to push that ball deep down the field. Nobody was open, though, so he finds his fullback for a short gain.
Here comes the heat. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route?
Makes the grab past the marker. Touchdown, Tigers! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. The give on the option. Gets away from one. He's got space. They finally get him stopped. And this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking for a man. It's Wicks. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And it's simply been that kind of day for this offense. They've had so many struggles, and at this point in the 4th quarter, you're trailing by a ton of points. The defense knows you're throwing it, and they're pinning their ears back, and they're getting after you.
Breaks into the open. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the groupers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Looking downfield on first down. Bring in the heat. Unleashes one. Grabbed in the middle. It's Benson. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play, because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. So now it's 2nd and long. The give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28, and it's 3rd and long. Throws to the wideout. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
And I know a lot of people are scratching their heads why they try to kick that field goal. You're in the 4th quarter. You're down a boatload of points. A field goal isn't going to do it. If you want to win this game, you need touchdowns. I would anticipate for every possession they get from here on out, man, you've got to be way more aggressive.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game, well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this. And this is the kind of performance today that is really going to...
He's going for it all. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Makes the grab. At midfield, he's got room. They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give them a first down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. He's got it.
And there's no mercy rule in college football. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter, and they're still staying aggressive. They're still throwing the football, going out and executing, working on their craft. They've got bigger fish coming up down the road, bigger game.
Oh, he's got some space. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. Timeout called by the offense, a mere 10 seconds to go in the game. Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21.
Here we go, here we go.
Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. He's got the tight end. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Pass interference. Defense.
This offense needs all the help they can get today, and that pass interference penalty is a much-appreciated lifeline. After this, it'll be a wrap.
Charcoal.
They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And he goes to the ground, and that's how this game is going to end. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute and get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now, to analyze where do I need to get a little bit better, but plenty of time still left in the season to improve and turn it around.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.